But we were blocked from consulting in Koboko. We were blocked from accessing Koboko. We only accessed Koboko today when I'm a presidential candidate. But again, even when we were blocked from accessing Koboko, I was always keeping my eyes on the leaders in Koboko and other areas. I watched that young man, Charles Ayume. I have never met him. I don't even think he knows me. He probably sees me on TV or hears me on radio. And I read about him in papers, and I've been following him. And he's a noble leader. So there was no reason why I don't endorse such an intelligent young man. Canary, I will tell you that we don't have any enmity with the NRM. We are not fighting against the NRM. We are fighting the dictatorial tendencies of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. You know as well as I know that even members of the National Resistance Movement feel enslaved. They feel oppressed even within NRM. The Honorable the Honorable Nsamba was NRM. The Honorable John Baptist Nambeshe, who is my deputy president in charge of Eastern Uganda, is in parliament.
Okay. My question to you, Robert Kyagulanyi, is, look, so you have, membership to the party. A lot of young people really want or have already subscribed to the National Unity Platform. You go to Koboko, endorse an NRM candidate. The confusion there, but also how would you feel if any of your executives endorsed an NRM candidate elsewhere? Would that be the same feeling, or it's only Robert Kyagulanyi who can do that?
First of all, the confusion is probably you, and let me help you to get rid of that confusion. We are not fighting against the NRM. We don't have any personal difference with the National Resistance Movement. Our difference is with the dictator that has been misruling our country for 35 years. Let that be very clear, Canary Mogome. And also, I want you to know that the National Unity Platform is not fronting a candidate in Koboko. So, who is the second best candidate? We have an intelligent doctor there. I don't know him. I don't know even when he can support me, but I know he's intelligent, and I want a parliament where one intelligent doctor will be debating it out with an intelligent journalist like Joel Senyonyi. I want a situation where there's a parliament where we have an Ayume and we have an intelligent lawyer from Arua called Salim Adat. I want an intelligent teacher called Flavia Nabagabe to be tussling it out. That is the Uganda we want. That is why I always tell people that I'm not a yes man. We want a competitive parliament. And if we don't have a leader there, why not have an Ayume who is not just going to be a yes man, but again, I know the values that he stands for. Maybe if he changes later. And I was very clear. I told him that I judge him by what he says, and I also know his father. And we tasked him to follow the legacy of his father, the late, great Francis Ayume.
How does it feel to endorse a candidate for Member of Parliament seat who is going to endorse another presidential candidate who is definitely not you?
Well, it is not who he endorses. I was not conscripting him. I'm not telling him that he should endorse me. I am not endorsing people so that they can endorse me back. Canary, I have told people that this is not the usual politics. What is right is what is right. We give credit where it's due. It is up to him whether or not to give me credit. But me, I give him credit because he deserves it.
And they say that that is such a populist move that you're already aware that some of these candidates you're endorsing in areas where National Unity Platform does not have candidates are already going to win anyway. So they called that a populist move. What's your comment on that?
Well, Canary, you can call it populist. I will call it realist.
All right, and later on, we also looked at your campaigns while you're endorsing an FDC candidate and then an independent candidate. So you know how the legislative process works because you are a member of parliament. It's about the numbers. How does it feel knowing that you're endorsing, candidates that are not in your party, and yet you know when it comes to things like debates on bills or even voting that you need a whole block of members of parliament to vote at once for you to be able to pass on policy that would work for this country?
Canary, You are saying it's about numbers. I am saying it is about values. You know that we were in parliament and very many members from the National Resistance Movement tried to save our constitution. That is what they call values. It is not about numbers. And I want you to remember that this that I'm leading is a generational cause. We are in a generation where we don't have to belong to the same political party. We don't have to belong to the same tribe. We don't have to belong to any grouping. It is about the values that we share as a generation. This is a new generation where no matter which political party you belong to, no matter which tribe or creed you belong to, for as long as you have, or at least stand, or at least profess the values that we share, the values that we believe are going to lead us to a new Uganda. In that new Uganda, we are going to have people from different political parties, but working together for the common values that we all believe in.
These members of parliament, if they make it to parliament anyway, these candidates are already tied to political parties, and they're definitely going to follow the regulations and the values of their own political parties. Even when they caucus in terms of debates on bills, they're still going to take the position of political parties. How are you going to then, if you go through and become president, make sure that you bring about unity and harmony inside that parliament of 527 legislators?
I am glad you talked about unity. The middle word in the name of our party is unity, national unity platform. And that unity is not limited. We believe in unity in diversity. That is why you see me endorsing an FDC candidate. That is why you see me endorsing an independent candidate. That is why you see me endorsing an NRM candidate. And who knows, I might also endorse an ANT candidate or a DP candidate. We have already endorsed a Democratic Party candidate called Paulson Lutamaguzi in Luwero, there in Nakaseke. So now you know that this is not politics as usual. This is about a new Uganda. This is about the values that we share as a generation.
You, Bobi Wine, what should we expect in the coming days? Are there any more candidates that you're going to endorse that are from different political parties? Is that something that we should watch out for as you continue with your campaigns?
Keep your eyes on us, Canary. Just don't blink. You're going to see what you've not seen before. This is not politics as usual. This is Robert style.
All right, Robert Kyagulanyi, NUP presidential candidate, speaking to us on the endorsement of different candidates from different political parties. And now, did Dr. Charles Ayume actually receive that endorsement so well? He now joins us live from Koboko. Doctor, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. How did you receive that endorsement from the NUP presidential flag bearer?
Thank you, Canary. Greetings from Koboko. You'll probably excuse my network. It's a bit poor. But, well, like most people, I heard it from the media. I was in the field campaigning. And I think the Honorable Kyagulanyi is at liberty to express his views and admiration and to opine, to express his admiration for somebody's value that would ruffle me so much.
The presidential candidate at the banner behind you. Dr. Charles Ayume, what I'm asking is, are you going to endorse NUP presidential flag bearer Robert Kyagulanyi, or you are going to endorse your party leader?
Certainly, I was nominated on the NRM ticket, and I was endorsed by the NRM party, and I'm the current flag bearer of the NRM party for Koboko municipality. So I do not mince my words, and I believe in the ideology of the NRM and the values. So we shall continue with NRM all the way.
All right, so let's then get into the politics of Koboko municipality. You've been having Minister Evelyn Anite trying to mobilize for the other candidate that you're standing with. How does that make you feel, and how have you been receiving these events?
I think on my post-election interview with Joseph Sabiti, I challenged the minister that she was free to come back as an independent or any other form, and I was very confident that I would still beat her to that. So I think it's just a matter of time. The elections are about 30 days away, and we shall deliver victory on my behalf and on behalf of the NRM and the NRM party at large.
In the post-NRM primaries interview with Minister Evelyn Anite, she said that Koboko municipality has been invaded by NUP. And now, months later, we see you being endorsed by the NUP presidential flag bearer and candidate. Would you say that then this is Evelyn Anite's words coming to pass?
Not at all. Like I said, Honorable KYAGULANYI, he has all the freedom, he's at liberty. But it does not mean we share the same ideology. I am NRM and he's NUP. And it doesn't mean... Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go on.
Yes, so it's just like... it's just like a football game or a football team. You can be on one team, but you have admiration for a player in another team, but it doesn't mean that you will ever support the other team. It's normal, it's natural, and we see that happening all the time.
Yeah, but I'm questioning you about the alleged infiltration that your rival, Minister Evelyn Anite, in the primaries talked about. Infiltration by NUP in Koboko. Would you say that then this is Howard's coming to pass? I think you are commenting on Robert KYAGULANYI's endorsement, but I'm talking about the infiltration of NUP inside NRM and the politics of Koboko municipality.
I think there's a lot of speculation and there are a lot of assumptions, but I think the only way we can confirm the litmus test would be on the 14th of January, how would we perform in Koboko as the NRM party and as NRM flag bearers? Koboko over the years has been a stronghold of the NRM party, and I must say that our history is unique. One of the most important things that the NRM party has delivered on is sustained peace. We people here in Koboko, just like other parts of northern Uganda, appreciate the importance of sustained peace. My home is just about 200 meters from the international border with DR Congo. I know what it means to have a peaceful sleep. So these are some of the benchmarks that we look at as we make some of these critical and life-shaping decisions.
In the event that you are going door-to-door campaigning and you have a number of people in Koboko municipality who want to vote you as Member of Parliament for that constituency, but want to vote for Robert KYAGULANYI for president, what is going to be your message to them? Because there was a lot of cheering when he endorsed you in Koboko today.
I'm very happy that that cheering from the population, especially the youth, is testimony that they believe in me, they have hope in me, they see me as a credible leader, and that contrary to what was said when I won in the NRM primaries, that it was by a whisker or it was a fluke, I think the best auditor or the best people who tell the truth is the community, and that chanting and cheering when my name was mentioned is testimony that I'm the people's choice. I won on merit, and they have hope in me. They have hope in the NRM party because I'm the NRM flag bearer, and we shall deliver a good job over the next 5 years.
Dr. Charles Sayume and Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu joining us on that topic. Thanks to you all. Up next is NBS Live at 9. Gentlemen and lady, you're looking great in black. And is that pink or purple? Purple. But suddenly no endorsement for any purple. No. Okay. All right, so coming up is the top stories of today, and later on we'll also be looking into the politics of the independent candidates that have fielded more independent candidates for parliamentary seats than